What's up, everybody? This is Mike over at Fous Alerts. Today is September 3rd. I'd like to have a discussion today going over how to trade a stock once it goes SSR. SSR stands for Short Sale Restricted. This is a relatively newer regulation that was created at or around the financial crisis, which was created to prevent stocks from basically being manipulated and crushed to the downside. Anytime a stock intraday makes a move of around 10% to the downside within a 3 to 5 minute time frame, it goes SSR. So what this essentially means is that if you are trying to short sell the stock, you can only get into your position when the stock is moving to the upside or on an uptick. So what this does to the stock from a behavioral standpoint is it makes it move in crazy directions and have basically increased volatility. Sometimes it does, and sometimes it does, and sometimes it does not. But LINU is an example of a stock that basically did this. And on top of it, it is basically a reverse split stock, meaning it was a shitty penny stock that was trading at pennies. They reverse split it to make the stock look psychologically more expensive and more attractive to buyers. But usually this doesn't change anything about the company, same fundamentals, just changes the share price and the float, and basically tries to reverse engineer a short squeeze. So you can see LINU is basically trading at about 20 cents. It went from $1 to about $2.40 in 2 days. You can see it was on August 29th. So if we look at the 5-minute time frame, the 29th was when it peaked out at about 2.30 and it crashed to the downside to about $1.50. Because these are reverse split plays, most short sellers will try and swing them because it's usually just a slow grind to the downside. But LINU basically caught people off guard, gapped up the following day where it basically ripped to the upside and then crashed back down, became SSR basically around this point at about $1.90. So once this happens, guys, you can expect the stock to have really crazy fluctuations intraday going forward. We had this slow grind up and then the crash back down, and then this grind up on the 31st and then the crash back down. So on the 31st, once it peaked out, you can see that there was just major resistance created at about $2.50 looking at the longer term picture. So once this grinded down and peaked out, you basically have your double top right here at about 248, and you can see since then you just have this really nice grind to the downside. This was SSR, unfortunately, for about 3 days, which made it very difficult to short. And perfect example of if you want to trade these to the long side, that's one of our trading edges, is we like to look for stocks that go SSR and you play the momentum and the panic on short sellers getting out of the stock to the upside. So how you can play it is, if you have a stock, guys, that is SSR and gapping up, you can play that morning momentum to the upside. You can see this had a perfect F1, which is a morning breakout pattern right from 190 to about 224, 250, 225. Came all the way back down, and this is where the SSR made the move on the stock pretty difficult. Once again, SSR going into August 31st. Perfect F1 out of the open, ripped to about 245 right into resistance following the grind back down. So I usually do not like to trade these stocks for a longer term. I usually like to play the momentum to the upside if you're going to play it long early on in the morning. And if you're going to short sell these stocks because they are SSR, guys, you have to have your order out there and have the market come to you. So you want to short into spikes and play the downside move. Basically, that being said, guys, this is usually the trading edge that we like to look for, is trading SSR stocks to the upside as well as the downside. So going forward, come watch us on Fous TV. We trade live every morning. We discuss these stocks in real time. Hope to see everybody there.